What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here for Plow Plays more Farming Simulator 25. We're back on Alma, Missouri. Let's get to it. All right, we're back on Alma, Missouri. I always have to check the shop first because that's actually not. I wouldn't mind having that, to be honest. Oh man, wouldn't mind having that at all, chat. Farm boy, what's going on? How are you? Oh yeah, I know this happened yesterday. I did see that. Apparently there was a rogue plow on a plowing contract on 9. Is what I heard. Rogue plow. So yeah. No, we're not. There's no way. What the hell? You guys paid off the entire loan? Okay, I didn't know that. Did you sleep last night, Scoot? Saturday we had like was it 1.2, $1.5 million out in a loan? And we're debt free right now? You didn't sell our fields, did you? No? Okay. Anyway, we have okay. What is this? Oh, this is a wheat harvest contract underway. Okay. Okay. I guess this was running when I stopped the server today. Although if nobody was in here to run it, how does that work? Oh man. All right. I guess we'll fire those back up and surely there's a truck somewhere, right? There's the truck. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. And then we got this with the thingy. Oh god. Oh god. This is full. This is the big cart, chat. It's not good. 1.5 super off. I gotcha. I did add Scoot, by the way. I did add it. I did add the plow you asked for. So there you go. I added the thingy doofer. So yeah. You thought Dan was coming to help. I gotcha. Okay, where's that truck? That truck is going home. Okay. Okay, so the problem is we only have the one truck, right? And I mean, I guess I could put tractors and tippers running. But I don't know about that, you know? The truck, oh, the truck is set to unload the combines. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that. We'll just do that. Okay, so we'll do that and then tell you what we're going to do. We are going to, this guy must have been running too. Okay, we can turn him back on. It's so nice to be able to tab, by the way. Can we just like, oh, it's so nice, chat. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right, I'm on board. I'm locked in. I have a game plan. We're gonna take this smaller J&M that we have, this J&M auger wagon. We're gonna take it up there as well, and probably use this one, the small, which I know is the small one, like as a mother bin almost. We do have 4 little tippers, but I know they don't hold a lot, but they do hold, you know. But then they're just going to be in the way of the truck, so that's a problem. So Badger, we were having, I think it would be fair to say we were having all kinds of problems with Judith. And one of the problems is, you know, it's a 4X map and it runs hard just like in single player. And then when you throw it on a server, it runs really hard. And then when you are using a server like my server PC, it's kind of old. And Farm Sim runs on one core. And it was maxing out our core. So we were like, game was running real tough. So no, Scoot, you're good, man. You're good. Check environmental score. I heard those were all hundreds, is what I heard. I think you told me that one, Scoot. But yeah, we got hundreds, chat. That did not take us long to dial it in since we did all of our testing on Judith Plains. Welcome in, what's going on? So anyway, yeah, so we were just having a lot of lag and stuff, and like, you know, like getting 10 frames when we would get a couple combines running and stuff. And so part of the thing, there's a couple things that factor are kind of going on here, in my opinion. One, it's a 4X map, so there's a lot going on. Two, with us not running like, you know, a modded truck or trailer, I should say, a modded trailer that holds more. You know, when we're harvesting, we're running 5 trucks potentially, depending on what we're harvesting, right? We're not running like oversized combines, so we're running multiple combines. We were running multiple grain carts because, again, we were playing it with all stock stuff, you know, all in-game equipment basically for a lot of it, and for like our grain carts and combines and stuff anyway, and trailers. So by having so much equipment moving, it being a 4X map, and then the other thing that I think is kind of at play here is we've had, in the time that we've been playing Judith Plains, we've had several trailer loads of bales go missing. And it was like, you know, I'd haul bales in and I would stack them in our homestead or like in the field behind our homestead, because like our silo was empty, but as soon as we fast timed, there would be room, right? And when I went like to the field and came back, like those disappeared, right? And then that one day I was playing and they were like floating up in the air. So I think the bales are causing a problem too. Now I do know, and I haven't tried it yet, but I do know in the Easy Dev mod, there's a way to get rid of all bales on the map. So I think that will probably help too. I just haven't done it yet. But we're back on Alma for now. I'm not saying we're done with Judith because the map is great and I do want to play it again. So Mama June. What about Mama June? What? You remember that? Yeah. So I mean, it was yeah, I'm not done with Judith Plains, so I'll tell you that right now. I do want to play that map some more. Yeah. You're not super confident with auto drive. Scoot, I'm not even going to set it up on auto drive. I'm just going to, park this auger wagon. That's all I'm going to do. All right, Nate, I don't know what you're on. Yeah, the other day and today, but, can you share? Is that possible? Consider this like a warning, because you keep with this random weird stuff. There's gonna be a mod that doesn't like it, just for the record. I guarantee there will be a mod that doesn't take kindly to some of the random conduct. That's the word, conduct, just for the record. Just saying. Yeah, Scoot, I'm not even going to set up for auger wagon or nothing. I'm going to, actually, the thing I am going to change right now is, I'm guessing that the truck to exit the field probably has to drive around the entire thing, right? just finished an $84,000 harvest contract on 30. Wow. So I'm gonna change that so he doesn't have to drive. Yeah, so I don't want him to drive around the whole field because that takes too long. So what we're gonna do is I don't know if he'll be able. Well, so the problem is I really kind of don't want him to go that way because there's no crossing gate on the train. At least if he goes through town, there's a crossing gate. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit record right here. And we're just going to add on to this a little bit and point it back this way. And hopefully the truck can climb up out of here. Hopefully. But if we have trucks running that way, there shouldn't be anything coming down the road kind of something up, you know. Get too crazy about, you know, patching it this way or that way or anything. So hopefully that'll work. That's all we need to make that truck go. I do want it to go back through town just because, again, train crossing. I think it'll make more sense. And then this grain cart does hold more than... Oh, you know what? I forgot the engine mod. That's one I forgot it. Today was the engine mod. Dang it. Oh, well. I just did mods right before stream. I was kind of running late on that too, so... but anyway, that grain cart holds more than the truck holds. So if I, you know, have the grain cart full when it gets here, I can just pull the big cart around the field. Or I could pull the small cart around the field. It doesn't matter. But as big as this field is, I think I'm going to pull the big cart. I do need to figure out which one is the lead combine. This is left. This is the lead combine. Okay. So we want to actually empty the back one first. Get them kind of synced up again a little bit. All right. So hopefully he'll take that left turn. Hopefully. Here we go. And then actually here in a couple more loads, I'll probably change and start hauling it to the site instead of hauling to home. And then that'll that should help everything out too. As far as, you know, hauling, because it's like half the haul then. So we'll be good. We'll get it done. Betcha. Tractors, I gotcha. We're gonna use a tramline, chat. It's fine. That's why they're here. For grain carts, I swear. That's not why they're here. Oh, you know, Scoot, I forget it's not a 4X map. That's probably the biggest factor with the engines not turned off, not a 4X. That's good to know, though, so I won't put that mod on then, because if we're not having an issue with it, then why put another mod on if we don't have to? That's the way I see it anyway. So we're not even done with like 2 laps around the field, and we're at 34% on this harvest contract. And none of the grain has been hauled in. So we're actually probably okay to go ahead and start hauling grain to the cell instead of hauling it home. Forget these augers are kind of stubby on these John Deeres. I'm used to the X9s that have an auger, like a long auger. These do not have a long auger, so that's okay. Northern Jay, what's going on, man? We are good. How are you? What's poppin'? Scoot, I did do the round bale, the unload early mod for the cotton. I did the grain bean and pea mod with the regular combines. I did that today. And the TMR mixer, that was the big one that I wanted in for today. Because, yeah, why not? Why not? Get some TMR. Get some real TMR going, you know? Actually, like, make our cows productive. All the way productive. As much as we can get, so. I honestly don't even know how many cows we have. I don't think we have that many. That's okay. Then I need to get a loading wagon. So chat, we were talking, my theory now, because you guys know, when it comes to like baling stuff and hauling it away from the field, or baling compared to a loading wagon. If you're just using like base game stuff, I maintain that baling is better because you can haul more liters away from the field in one shot if you're using base game stuff. Now, having said that, with our potential bale issue on Judith Plains with auto load, I don't want to have any issues here. So we are going to be switching from a baler to a loading wagon. Now, the problem with that is the in-game loading wagons are tiny. So I am probably going to have to find, I don't have one yet. I need to find a modded loading wagon with capacity. But I don't want anything like stupid big, you know? Maybe like 250, 300,000 liters, because that's about what we can haul away with our, with bales, you know? So, yeah. Bale at 80%. We selling? Are we selling horses in Horse Barn today? Maybe. Never know. Maybe. Not sure. Northern J, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't even know which one I want. Honestly, I don't use loading wagons, so I don't know which one's a good one or a bad one, or yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no idea. Lizard. Oh, we can probably find a name brand one. Yeah, just gotta look. We're selling horses, buying pigs. You know what that means. Wait a minute, we're not selling pigs, or buying pigs. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I just need to go find a Stevie one. But I don't want to download Stevie's 9,000 mods, so that might be a problem, to be honest. Like the lizard, gotcha. There you go, Harry. I'll take a look at it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow, Sean. Just wow, we're buying pigs, huh? Sean, it kind of depends what the weather does, Sean. I might be here Thursday. I might not. I might be here Thursday instead of Friday. I might be here Thursday and Friday. Plans have drastically changed, and some stuff's still kind of up in the air. And, you know, if we get a bunch of rain, because we have a pretty good chance of rain today. If we get a bunch of rain today, then I'll probably be here Thursday. So, yeah. But plans have drastically changed, Sean. Let's put it that way. We have a 50% chance today of thunderstorms. But it's not, there's things, but I don't, it's not necessarily public. It is, but it isn't, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, it's a whole thing, chat. Jeff says the one Harry posted is okay for what we're doing. All right. I'll check it out. Basically, chat. And I'm not gonna go into why for the record, so don't ask. The person can make it public when they want, or if they want, or whatever. But right now it doesn't need to be public information. But our out of town guest is not coming in from out of town, so we're just gonna leave it at that. And like I said, if they want to make it public why, that's up to them, but it's not gonna happen. So Make some decent lines. Gotcha. Okay. Is our truck back yet? So because of that, it kind of changes a lot of stuff I had planned for the week. And so it's like, you know, Pops Tony and I could still go to the farm Thursday and, you know, break out the tractor and do some plowing because we kind of need to do some plowing anyway. So I that kind of depends on how much rain we get today and tomorrow to see, like, if it's gonna be too wet, then I might as well just stream Thursday. So yeah. Raining in South Mississippi. Very nice. There's some rain across southern Missouri. Not too far from St. Louis, actually. Yeah. Farm show's happening, yes. I will still be at the farm show, Sean. Absolutely. That's a guarantee. I guarantee I'll be there, yes. Although it is supposed to be, like, kind of hot and miserable, so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'll definitely be at the farm show. That's happening. That was happening regardless of anybody else's plans, you know. But I would say as of right now, I won't be here Thursday, but at the same time, I might. Because like I said, if we get a bunch of rain today and tomorrow, then it's going to be too wet to do what we want to do at the farm on Thursday or even Friday. Or I might be here Friday and not Thursday. I don't, it's just, I'm not sure yet. Just have a title ready, Sean. How about that? Have a title on for Thursday, have a title for Friday, and if I show up, I show up, and if I don't, I don't. I'll post on my Instagram story either, like, you know, if I'm at the farm, I'll post that I'm at the farm, you know. So we got a 50% chance to rain today and a 30% chance tomorrow. But every time this year that it's said, like, you know, 30% chance, usually we get a monsoon at the farm. So there's that. But I will guarantee Saturday, yeah, I will not be here regardless. But Thursday and Friday, I'm not 100% sure on. So yeah. Or joining a traveling farm show. I like it. Picasso. All right. Come on, Lines. We can't do this. Just go on. Go on. Go on, get now. Oh, come on. I was hoping I had enough oof to... Oof. All right. So come on. Let's one more time here. Ka-chow. Oh, is it gonna... Oh, it might work. Hold on. We gotta hit this guy back. I could just get out and, like, you know, take him off course play for a second, but which one is that? Now we just left a giant skipper, because, yeah. That's fine. Alright, so that truck should be loaded and... Or wait, does that cart not hold enough? I thought that cart held more than that truck. I might be wrong on that. Daytona night race, nice. Wait, why did that not? Hey, Scoot, the engine turned off. How does it turn off mid, like, fill, too? Or mid unload? Alright, I need the engine mod, chat. How did that do that? That's wild. Yeah, the truck's set just to pick up and deliver, Scoot. That's crazy, though, honestly. Like, low-key. That's actually insane. Like, it'd be one thing if it turned off before, but, like, it turned off mid, and I was, like, right over there. I wasn't even that far away. That doesn't make any sense. Actually, you know what? We don't need to haul this in, because... Wait. A contract goes to, yeah, no, we can haul. We should be able to sell it. Contract goes to 80% if you don't haul any in. And I would assume that, you know, we're at 40%, not hauled anything, and plus we should be okay. We should be okay. Yeah, okay, I just changed that scoot, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant the pickup and deliver part. Yeah, I'm taking it to the sell point now, because... Actually, you know what? I don't know that the truck can get in there, so we're gonna just jump ahead here. Gotta go faster, faster. I need to make sure the truck works. Yeah, then we're fine to change it by now. Because we're past 40%, so they should be good. Plus, you know, I can always just fill a grain cart and park it to the side if I want. And then just have a little bit extra grain. That wouldn't bother me at all, honestly. I guess we do need another truck, huh? At some point, we need another truck. Again, I could use our tractors that we have, but they would actually just end up in the way of the truck, because obviously I don't have a tractor that can go, you know, 57 miles an hour, so. Yeah, so they would just end up in the way all the time. So I'm not gonna do that. That way if... Oh, man. Barley on 3? Okay. All right. Okay, there is an awful lot of auto drive over here, so how is he gonna get to... Is he gonna go in through here, or does he... I don't even know, man. There isn't... Oh, he's gonna go down past and loop back? There's a lot of auto drive right here. Good Lord. I guarantee I'm gonna have to move that point up, because it looks like it's way too, it's too tight. So we're definitely gonna have to move that up. Which that's fine. It's to be expected, to be honest. Alright, so he's gonna drive in here fine. That's good. This truck does not do a great job of following auto drive. I mean, it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. So we'll go ahead and fire him, because he's not gonna. But here's the beautiful part of auto drive. It's infinitely customizable. I can just move the dots. I absolutely just, it's my favorite part of auto drive. Just, something's not working, change it, fix it, make it work. Love it. What field number? So Northern Jay, we're back. You know, this is Alma, obviously. I think we're only up to 8. Yeah, we're only up to 8. Oh, you guys planted 3. Okay, the little tiny field. Okay. Okay, that's fine. As long as I remember to do that. But yeah, we've only purchased, I think, like 1 field since we came back to Alma, and that was 7. We already owned 8 because of the, well, you start with it. So that was why we already owned it. But yeah, so we're back. We're back. For now. Yeah, Northern Jay, so we were having a whole bunch of issues with Judith Plains. Part of it is the server PC that I have to run it on. It's not... Well, you know, the biggest problem is FarmSim runs on 1 core. And when something's only running on 1 core, you're really kind of limited on what you can do. Plus, I think we had a bail issue as well, so we'll go back to that eventually at some point. Am I gonna do anything with straw harvest back? Not planning on it as of right now, no. No. Yeah, no, you're good. It's good. Full tanker of milk at the homestead. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Cowboy Farmer, what's going on? How are you? I did hear a little birdie say that there might be some issues with straw harvest. So I did not download it. And then, you know, I thought it was funny. They put their little video out this morning, which is like the most awkward thing of all time. Like, they talked about the pellet thing with straw harvest, but they didn't even show anything to do with the pellet thing. They showed a regular baler when they were talking about the straw harvest mod. So I thought that was kind of funny. So, yeah. Wow. Yo, Casey, what's going on? I'm not going to call you your Twitch name, okay? Casey, what's poppin'? Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Not going to do it, bro. Oh, man. Hope all is well. What's poppin'? But yeah, so no, I'm not planning on, at least not right now, the straw harvest. Plus, we're kind of going away from baling because of potential issues with I don't think the issue is the baling or the bales. The issue is the auto load, the universal auto load, I feel like, because that's why the bales go yeeting into outer space. So at least that's my opinion. I don't know, I'm probably wrong. How many outside rounds are these guys set up to do, by the way? Are they going around the field like 10 times? A little fishing planet. All right, Casey, have fun mowing, bro. Have fun. I think you did 3. Okay. This is such an awkward field. I can't wait till we get to buy this field and chop down a couple of key trees and, well, plow out waterway. That waterway needs to go away. These trees, that waterway. Yeah, that tree line. Yeah. It's such an awkward field. The way it is right now. But that's okay. All right, so this whole, like, tractor at the bin thing is not working. Or tractor bin at the truck thing, not working. Yeah, there's a bunch of awkward fields on this map. Show them the way. I can show you the way. Something. I don't know Disney movies. Is that what you want? There's a song there somewhere, but I don't know the words. Everybody left.
Another Beardman just resubscribed for 5 months.
Yo, another Beardman coming in with a tier 3 resub for 5 months. Do appreciate it, sir. Hope all is well. What map is this? No apologies. This is Alma, Missouri. We're back after playing on Judith for 600 something hours. Don't quit my day job. All right. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's mapping? Don't quit my day job. You realize this is my day job, right? And my night job and my weekend job. Well, I still do a little bit of mowing too. Just a little bit of mowing. Not a lot bit, but a little bit. Actually, I mow more grass for free than I mow grass for money. So actually, the mowing that I do costs me money. Because, you know, gas ain't cheap. And I got a lawnmower that has a drinking problem. So you betcha. The singing is part of it. It doesn't happen very often anymore, but it is part of it. Yeah. It's in my Twitch contract that I have to sing once in a while. Yeah, when you become a partner, it just happens. You agree to it. You know, the singing life, you know, I didn't choose the singing life. The singing life chose me. You know, I just can't help that I'm bad at it. Actually, I think with enough auto-tune, I could probably sound like T-Pain, you know? I could probably be good within, like, you know, like Kesha or T-Pain level of auto-tune. I could probably sound good.
It's 19 Robert 90 just resubscribed for 15 months.
Man, Robert coming in with the 15-month resub. Do appreciate that as well. Very kind of y'all. What's popping? Yeah. Yeah, enough auto-tune. I don't have auto-tune anymore. The old Go XLR, I could turn on some auto-tune, but I don't use that anymore, so I don't have auto-tune, sadly. Never be 100%. Dude, if T-Pain's lurking, that would be kind of sick. Oh, man. More people should do stuff for free for people that need it. Yeah, no, I agree. I do. I mean, part of the grass I cut for free is my own yard. So I've never gotten paid to cut my own grass. Like, even growing up, I started cutting grass when I was like 9 years old. I never got paid to cut my own grass. Never got like allowance. Allowance was not a thing in my house. Probably because the folks were broke back then. So, you know, if we wanted money for something, we had to go cut like grass around town and earn money. So. Love your Go XLR. I like mine too, but you know, they quit supporting them. So one of these days it's going to become a paperweight. So I made the decision when they said they were done supporting it and fired the whole team that I quit using it. So same here. Yeah, we never had allowance or anything. If we wanted money, we had to go work. 9 years old, I started mowing yards. So. Get off my lawn. You betcha. Criticism. I can literally remember being like maybe 9 or 10. It was actually right behind where I'm sitting now, right in our side yard over here behind me. Dad handed me a Toro curve shaft trimmer. It was a TC 1000. I'll never forget it. We ran them for years. We actually had 1000s and we had 2000s. The engine was a little bigger, a little more horsepower. And he told me to go trim the backyard. And I said, well, how do you do it? And he goes, you'll figure it out. And I went and I trimmed the backyard. No, I don't use Elgato. I'm a Beacon guy now. I use the Beacon Studio and the Beacon Mix Create. The Mix Create allows me to like, it's like a little screen that sits here with some knobs and some buttons, and it allows me to like hot mute if I need to just like push a mute button or change levels. I can do that. The Beacon Studio is the actual like interface that has like the XLR port on it and stuff like that. I really, really, really like the Beacon stuff though. You had to rent the lawnmower from your dad? Okay, I didn't have to do that. Oh, man. The cool thing about the Beacon stuff... Hang on, where's this at? Oh, I have an update pending, apparently. Oh, it's so angry with me. Go away. So here's the app. And the cool thing is, like, I can change... so there's like two mixes, right? So there's like the mix that I hear, and then there's the mix that you guys hear, and you can change like each one independently and stuff. It's pretty sick, actually. I really like it. And if you're on a 2 PC setup, which I am, it has 2 USB ports. So you just plug one into each computer and you're good to go. Oh, I'm not updating live, Sean. I would never update anything live. No. Maybe a game update, but that would be it. I would never update an audio. Like anything audio related live. Absolutely not. That would be terrible. You bought your first lawnmower from your grandpa for $1, so he could teach you about a bill of sale. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. I still have, I don't know if I have it or if it's dad's technically, but we still have grandpa's old leaf blower. Grandpa had this old Toro leaf blower. It still lives at the farm. I think it's still down there. I told dad he can't get rid of it. Not allowed to. I have memories with that thing. I'm a bit of a sentimental. Yeah, sometimes. I like to keep stuff that has, you know, memories attached to it. I won't lie. Just saying. It happens. Definitely happens. Alright, come on, combine. A pep in your step would be lovely. Right. I bet that truck's probably waiting up there because the thing's broke again. The engine's off. It's really, really odd. Yeah, and it turned off midway through unloading again. 2% in the thing yet. Nope, I'm not going to run anymore. Why? Why? All right, we'll go back to harvesting now. Problem is, I'm going to be rolled over there with a full cart, which is like 2 of those. It's, well, it's over a grain cart worth anyway. Not quite 2, but still. It's a bunch. But yeah, the beacon audio stuff is great. It's a little on the pricey side, I will say, but it's great quality as far as I'm concerned. You're a master at fixing the old Briggs and scrap irons. I've fixed a bigger Briggs and scrap iron or 2 in my day. I really like the old Briggs, the horizontal crankshaft ones that were on like tillers and stuff, and some of them they had like the second output shaft for like the reverse on a tiller. I love those. Love those engines. We have a few of those around the farm. I love working on those. Those are great. Pricey wasn't any more true. True. Mini bike, yeah, we got a mini bike at the farm actually. It doesn't have a Briggs on it, but it does have. I think it has a Tecumseh. I'm pretty sure it's a Tecumseh, yeah. Good old Tecumseh. Which I think Tecumseh went away. Pretty sure. I can't remember. Those, some of them old brand names, you know, they disappear and stuff, so. But yeah, them old 5-horse Briggs, I loved working on those. Still do. Every once in a while we've got like some old shredders and stuff. Some WW grinders actually is what they are, and sometimes we have to work on those. And tillers, front tine tillers. They have those engines on them too. Yep. From like the 70s and 80s. Those were good engines. They were kind of bulletproof, honestly. Except for the flywheel clutch. They go out constantly, but other than that, those old engines were awesome. And easy to work on too. Pretty simple. So I always liked those. Always liked messing with those. To be honest, it's been a while since we've like actually torn something apart like that. I mean, like Buster, you know, my Alice Chalmers tractor, but it's been a while since we've messed around with a small engine. The keys, yeah. Yep. The keys would go bad, or the actual like clutch itself for the recoil would go bad too. We've got the special tool for taking off the recoils. Yep, we've got the special tool. There's a new event in Farm Together 2. What would that be? What would that be? It's not pumpkins already, is it? I hope it's not pumpkins already, Sean. I have an Alice Chalmer Model B, and technically I also own a W, or not a W, a CA as well. The little guys. Something with pets? Oh. Interesting. I don't think I'll be playing that one. Oh, I was hoping to get full by the time I turned around, but that's okay. So a couple years ago, now, that's been a couple years I've had the tractor. We took almost a year to get the thing going. So anyway, so where Dad used to work, they had a neighbor who had an Alice B, and he actually used to mow grass with it once upon a time, but the tractor got it locked up. The engine was locked up, right? We have a 190 XT and a D17. Nice. Those D17s, they're cool. They're really cool, actually. Furry friends. Yeah, Sean, I think I'm not playing that one. But anyway, so this guy, he had an Alice B, and he was renting a house with a little bit of property, a couple acres. And for some reason, the landlord decided to sell, so he had to like move out kind of in a hurry, and he didn't have anywhere to go with his tractor. So he actually had Dad's old boss kind of like store it for him out back at the lawnmower shop. And I happened to be up here with Dad one day, and I saw this tractor. I got you, Sean. I appreciate it. So I saw this tractor sitting there, and it was under like an old truck bed cover. It didn't have a hood. It didn't have a seat. She was looking a little sad, right? But the paint was okay. The paint wasn't in bad shape, but the rest of the tractor was looking kind of sad. And I told Dad, I was like, I wonder what he wants for it. My dream tractor is a WD. Okay. And the Alice B kind of looks like a WD, just smaller and wide front. I want a narrow front end WD. That's my life goal. Someday I'll own one, because that's what Grandpa used to have. I just got to find the right one. Haven't found it yet, but so I just jokingly, I told Dad, I was like, I wonder what he wants for it. And so Dad, yeah, that was on a Sunday. Dad goes to work on Monday, and he comes home and he goes, well, the mechanic, the head mechanic at the place Dad used to work, was buddies with the neighbor, and he goes, yeah, he'd probably sell it for like $300. So I handed Dad $300, and I said, go buy me a tractor. So the next day Dad was at work, he called the guy up who he didn't live next door anymore. He, lives somewhere else now. So Dad called him up, and he said, hey, you want to sell your tractor? And Dad goes, how about $300? And the guy's like, absolutely. So it wasn't complete. The hood wasn't on it, and obviously it didn't have a seat, like I said, and stuff like that. But the paint was in okay shape. I mean, it's not a beautiful tractor, but it's my tractor, so it is a beautiful tractor. And so we went up and it had a mower deck on it. We took that off. I didn't want anything to do with that because it was junk. Everything on it needed to be replaced, and I have a zero turn. I'm not going to mow with that tractor, although it would be fun once in a while. I'll be honest. I kind of regret not keeping it, but at the same time, it would have cost like a lot of money just to get the mower to run again. So no thanks. So anyway, Pops and I got the tractor to the farm, and we took almost a year to get that thing torn apart and put back together. We replaced the pistons, rings, sleeves, valves, worked on the oil pump, just a lot of stuff. We had to do rod bearings. The clutch we looked at, the clutch still had the sticker on it from when the previous owner, not us, or not the guy we bought it from, but previous to him, when he had the clutch replaced, still had the sticker from the parts store on it, which is kind of cool. So that didn't need anything. We did have to put some bearings in the rear end, input shaft, and the reverser gears. So that was fun. The biggest problem there was actually tracking down the reverser gear bearings. Yeah, nobody has those. We found a company in North Carolina, I think, that finally had 2 of them on the shelf. And so they sent them to us. That took like 3 or 4 months to track those down, to be honest. That was, yeah. And then finally we were talking to this one company and they're like, yeah, I don't have anything like that, but call this guy. Just gave us a phone number, didn't tell us where he was at or what his business was or anything. And as soon as Dad said reverser gear, Alice Chalmers, he goes, yeah, I got those. Like, what? Like, yeah, I got them on the shelf right now. I'll go get them. It's like, okay. So he knew what we were talking about, which is cool. But anyways, yeah, we took about a year to rehab the tractor. We did not paint it. And even like the hood, it has a big dent in it. And Dad wanted to pop this dent out in the hood, and I was adamant that no, we need to leave the dent. It has a story. A tree fell on the tractor, actually, is what happened. A tree actually fell on the tractor and messed up the muffler, and then that's how water got in the engine to lock it up. So, but we have a big old chrome, actually it's a nickel plated exhaust pipe on it now, 3-inch exhaust with a big old flapper on top. And yeah, she's pretty lit. Got a new seat. We put a lot into that tractor, but it was a lot of fun, and if nothing else, it made some great memories for Pops and I. And so the money doesn't really matter when you're making great memories like that, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, new tires all the way around. We did that too. Definitely new tires. And then it was great. So we bought this tractor, and I forget what month we bought it in, but over the next, in a total of 3 months, we accumulated 3 Alice Chalmer tractors at the farm. So we have the B, and then several of us, my siblings and I, we went together and we bought Dad a C, which we found out recently needs all kinds of work, but anyway. And then I had a guy, one of Dad's old customers actually was telling Dad one day, like, yeah, I got this CA and it's been locked up for like 18 years. I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to haul it to the junkyard. Well, then he's like, well, or you can come get it for free. So we ended up giving the guy 2 cases of beer for a tractor. So, now that one needs a lot of work, but that's okay. We'll get to that one of these days. I haven't quite gotten to that one yet, but oh, that cart's already full. Oh, that's a bummer. But we'll get to her one of these days. I don't know when that day will be, but that's okay. This winter we're gonna work on the C. Already got it pulled over to the shed that we work on stuff in. So we did that the other day with Tony. But yeah, that's kind of the origin story of the Alice's. So what got me into Alice tractors in general was that Grandpa had a couple of them when I was growing up. He had a WD and a 8010. So to get the guy a new hoagie, like a sandwich. No. Scoot is every day. It's kind of his thing. He comes in and says something completely random every stream. So I don't know if he ever says anything normal. It's funny. Oh, this isn't gonna work out very well. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's poppin'? How's he going? Is that a corn emote? Oh man, it is a corn emote. Guess what? We got one of them too. Hang on. Our corn emote is sweating though. You know, the corn sweat. Oh man, gotta love it. We have a sweaty corn emote. All right, so this is gonna work, but yeah. This field would take like half as much time if it didn't have like the waterway and the tree line. This field is just such an awkward duck. To be completely honest. Okay, truck's on its way home. Or way back, sorry. Not home, back. All right. It's cone. You know, it's got the big clumpy knobs. You know, it's got juice. Just saying. It's got it. It's got all of it. Because, yeah, look at this. So these combines just went around 3 times, which is technically 6. And now we got to come back for, like, all these little skippers. Oh, gosh. So it's actually going to run basically here and then probably down south and over on that side. I just hope the combines don't collide. That's all. That's all I ask. I don't think that's too much. It might be too much to ask. Hopefully it's not, though. That lead combine's not going to have much, so we'll go back for the second guy. Maybe I should let the second guy fill up for a minute, actually, and let the lead guy get a little farther away, because I don't necessarily, since it's a contract, I don't care if I have to drive in the crop a little bit here and there. Obviously, if it's our own field, I don't drive in the crop because we do have crop destruction turned on. But I think I'm going to let the back combine get a little farther behind, actually. Just because of how awkward this field is. I think it's probably a good idea. It's like, yeah, he's not even going to harvest here? Okay. We're definitely going to let him get ahead. Oh, it's definitely. Awkward field that we're in. That's okay. Alright, hopefully our truck's back. Yep, I need to get it going right away because I'm starting to fall behind. Or the truck is falling behind because the tractor's not loading them right away because the engine turns off. So we're gonna get him out of here right away. You betcha. Oh, it is running. Look at that. It's working. Oh, wait. It has to get down to 50%. Then it turns off. That's right. You know, I'm almost surprised there's not like a mother bin courseplay like setting where you can set up like a tractor on a mother bin just to sit there and run or something like that. I just need to add that engine mod. That's all. Didn't think I was going to need it on this map, but apparently we do. That's okay. Okay. Oh, they're going to... Oh, all right. I guess they're going to start a land there. I don't know what they're doing. I didn't set the combines up, chat, so it's kind of awkward because I don't know what's going where. Dang, 29's up for harvest 2. Is there a contract for that? There's not. Dang, that would be another good wheat contract. We'd have all the wheat. Yeah, $77,000 to cultivate 30 down there. That's going to take forever. Otherwise, I would do it. Just for the record. Wowzers. Although, you know, technically, I need to mow. I don't know if it's first day growth or second day, like ready to harvest. Ooh, that kind of looks like first day. Second day? I don't know. I feel like you can't tell anymore like you used to be able to. It used to be easier to tell. That's okay. Oh, you did canola harvest off here before doing wheat? I gotcha. That's fun. That is fun. How many days per month do we do? One day months. Yep, just one. Oh, on 30, I got you, Scoot. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. On 30, I understand. I get you. I probably should have started that cultivating contract right when I started harvesting. I don't have that much left to do. So I won't do the cultivating contract now, but yeah. Yeah, shot, I hear it's, I don't know what the issue is, but I have heard that there's some issues and it might be broken, so. Surprise the pop. I did get the Contract Plus mod on here, by the way, which is the one we were using on Alma, or on Judith Plains. I got that changed over today from refresh to plus. So hopefully it's better for us, for you guys. You guys put in a lot of hours, by the way. Scoot and Dan, guys. Probably Scoot, because if you were home yesterday from work, right? Scoot put in a lot of hours, guys. I can't believe they had paid off our loan, chat. We're debt free now. $244,000, our money, not the bank's money. It's ours. It's mostly probably Scoot's and Dan's, but it's not mine. But we're debt free. That's kind of amazing to be debt free, honestly. Only lets you take 3 contracts. Oh, there's an adjustment. You could have turned that up. Could have turned that one up, I do believe. Didn't that, wasn't there a, maybe not actually. I think with that other mod, there is a way to turn it up. Or was that just the refresh contract mod, not the better contract mod? Maybe that's what it was. And refresh doesn't allow you to do that. That's probably what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. That makes sense. Almost 16 hours yesterday. Oh, damn. That's kind of a long time. Kind of a long time. Alrighty. Chat, I hear some thunder outside. Thunder. I can hear it rumbling. Just saying. So the you know, I talked about that shrub thing growing in the tree behind, or growing in the fence line behind our house. Chat, and how like we talked to the neighbor and he's like, yeah, I've been wanting to get rid of that, and we're like, buddy, we've been wanting to get rid of that for like 15 years. Actually probably like 12 years. That's when they bought the house behind us. But anyway, so we'd been cutting on it, but we kind of stopped because we well, to be honest, we were kind of cleaning up the farm a little bit, so we didn't want a pile of brush laying around down there. And so we like kind of stopped cutting on it, and the plan was to like go back and finish cutting it later, you know, in like a month or, you know, a couple weeks or something. And I'll be darned, buddy finished cutting it down today. The guy behind us. And Dad went out and talked to him like, oh, I'll back the truck up. We can load the truck. And the guy goes, no, I'll cut it up and put it in plastic bags. Give it to yard waste. I guess he's doing yard waste. I don't know what he's doing with it. But put it, cut up a tree and put it in plastic bags? That sounds like, or sorry, bags? That sounds like a terrible idea, personally. Just saying. Well, yeah. Appreciate it, Scoot. Chat, Scoot's the real MVP here, you know. You've done that with bushes? Not even like the paper bags, Sean, but like like trash bags? I've never done that with like shrubbery or anything. Never have I ever. That's crazy. Crazy. As long as it's heavy duty black trash bags, you're fine. I could see that. So at the farm, we have these two like big storage bins that we actually use as like our trash can and our recycle can, because with the truck we've got that like tonneau cover on there, so you can't haul a trash can. And so we had to like come up with a solution that would fit in the back of the bed. So we use these bins. So if we have to trim shrubs or anything here at the house, we usually just time it so that we have those bins, and then that's how we haul our like clippings to the farm so they don't fly out, you know, or yeah, same bags you use for leaves. I gotcha. See, I don't bag leaves either. I just mow leaves. Well, typically I blow them over to Casey's yard and then I chop them up. So I have bagged them in the past though. Use them for bottles too. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. This is really aggravating me that it's turning off, by the way, chat. I will 1000% be adding the engine mod. The engine never turn off mod, whatever it's called, is like after stream tonight. It'll definitely be getting added. Just for the record. Because once we added that to do the planes, we never had an issue with our like mother bin tractor turning off, which was awesome. So yeah. You got yard work to do. Gotcha. See, I guess it's different because like we just throw stuff in the truck and take it to the farm. Like we've never like had yard waste through our like trash service. You could pay to have yard waste, and nowadays you get like a can from them. But yeah, we always just take it to the farm, and to be honest, like, you know, usually gets burnt. So I know that not everybody has that excuse. It kind of hurt, not gonna lie. They were quality sneezes right there, you know. But yeah, we've never had yard waste. You betcha. You put the leaves out with regular trash. Oh, you do that here, you get in trouble, Sean. No, they don't want you to do that here. You're not supposed to put like, say you had like a small branch fall out of your tree. I don't think you're even supposed to put that in like your trash can. They don't want that. They don't want that in the landfill. They put that, I guess they compost it, or I don't know what they do with yard waste, to be honest. I'm not sure. Let's be honest, it probably goes in the landfill. I don't know. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Alrighty. Buddy, put it in reverse. I just forgot. We had the click to switch mod. I should have been using that over yonder, huh? Forgot about that. These are the most awkward little passes I've ever seen. This field is so bad. Oh man, this field is terrible for running course play anyway. I'm gonna have more collisions. They're running a land on this is what they're doing. On this little spot. Buddy, okay, we're gonna have to, we're gonna skip these guys ahead. I'm just gonna come mine this myself. Real fast. Hey, Chad, it's kind of rumbling out there, outside there. Here. It looks a little, interesting over there, huh? Yeah, Scoot, I'm just gonna jump these guys ahead here a little bit. That's all I'm gonna do. Could you guys hear that? Oh man, I saw the flash on that camera on the front yard camera. I saw the flash and I was like, oh, heard that. Oh man. Okay, so they harvest there, harvest there, harvest there, harvest here, and then after that one they go that way. Okay. So this is all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna jump this ahead. Actually, I need to do this past here. If I do this past here, then this combine will be ahead of that one. And we're losing our truck to repair. Refuel something. Okay, that's fun. Which is fine on when we're in these short rows. I don't care if we lose our truck, to be honest. We don't really need it right now. Except for, you know, there's another load for it sitting there, so. It's all good. These combines would get this done eventually, but with running 2 right here, it's just a nightmare. So we're just gonna jump this one ahead to here. Put him back on course play, and then the other one's honestly fine. He'll finish his job and he'll be good to go. There, we're good. No harm, no foul. No sense going over there. He gets stuck on the turnaround pulling out. Okay, then do we need to delete that fuel point? Maybe we need to delete this so they go to our farm and get fuel, because I know he can get fuel at our farm if he just has to drive in there. That's no big deal. Or what do I need to change here? Let's look. I thought he was stuck. He's filling up. Okay. I was like, why did he stop already? No. Okay, so yeah, this turn is probably change that a little bit if I needed to. Wait, where does he get stuck, Scoot? Or does he get stuck if he turns right out of here? Because that I could see. He's going to get stuck on that telephone pole, right? That works great. So if he turns right. Okay, so maybe I just need to delete that right turn so he can't turn right, or I need to change the right turn drastically. Last night he hit the first pole at the U-turn pulling out. Interesting. That's weird. Very, very interesting. Alright, let's go grab some more grain and then we'll head that way to... Although I'm only 11%, I guess I don't need to head over there. Although it'd be nice if that, you know, truck actually got that cart empty for once. Which it won't, ever, but it's okay. Although we're going to be down here in these long rows, I might actually... Let me get these combines empty, then I'll go. Although, where's your next pass, buddy? Where... I don't even know where they're going, or he's going right now. I thought he would just turn around and work on that land, but... I don't know, I'm going to the truck. I've changed my mind. Changed my mind. Well, their stop sign was up here, so I figured they would work on this later. But apparently not. It's all good. All good. This is Alma, Chris. Yes. Welcome in. What's going on? Oh. He's actually emptying them. Look at that. Look at that. It's working. Oh, goodness. So the cool thing about Alma with like Judas was the same way, but if you actually go to Google and you type in Alma, Missouri, it's going to pull up this town. This is Alma. This is like the town of Alma. And like this farm's there. This gravel, like it's there. Like it is very accurate. I mean, this homestead's a little different, but like the road layout, the field layout is pretty darn accurate to real Alma. Now I think like 25, there's actually more to the field up here. If you look at real Alma, but like, and same thing with like 16. But otherwise it is it's pretty accurate, which I like. I like those maps like that personally. Chat, you guys are still here, right? My chat just reloaded for no reason. Hello? Hello? You didn't lose internet, right? I think so. Alright. There you go. You're still here. Hello? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Alright, present. Airplane's cute. I don't know why that combine just went up there and ran like a little bit and now he's back. Not auto drive. Courseplay does some interesting stuff on this field because this field's so awkward. Turn out the light. Hopefully nobody did. Saying. Here soon, I'll get banned. Okay. Actually, fun fact, my all of my lights in this room are on a battery, I believe now. Except for maybe that one right above my head to the left. But other than that, the rest of the lights in this room are on a battery backup. So, yeah. Actually, I figured out the other day when I was replacing my battery backups. I unplugged this one thing and I'm like, what does this go to? It was like a power brick. And I'm like, I don't know what this goes to. Yeah, it goes to nothing. I'm thinking it was for an old router. It wasn't plugged into anything on the other end. And I just kind of went, well, okay. All right. I think I'm actually about due. Yeah, see, this is awkward now because that's the lead combine. This is the tailing combine. We're going to stop it. We're going to let the lead combine get back in the lead. I think I'm about due, by the way, for kind of a room like reset, like a setup reset, a room reset. I don't know what you want to call it, but like take my monitors off my desk. Everything on my desk comes off my desk. Everything gets cleaned. You know, extra wires that I've added for this or that or whatever get eliminated. You know, just straighten up, clean up everything. Does that make sense? Like just a kind of a refresh, you know? Not necessarily a remodel, but just like everything comes apart. Because actually, if I'm so I kind of talked about yesterday that I don't want my wheel set up anymore. I don't ever use the thing. I think I'm gonna give Zach the steering wheel because I never use it, right? And if I do use it, my shoulders hurt for days. It's not worth it. You know, if I want to play American Truck, which is pretty much the only game I played on there anyway, I could use a controller just fine. The experience is still fun. You know, yeah, the wheel adds some realism and stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but my junk shoulders that I have, I'm good, right? So if I get rid of that, that frees up a lot of wires that I just don't need in this room anymore. So yeah, just eliminating wires is always. And then like when I did my battery backups, I found like stuff that used to hook up to the Go XLR that I don't use anymore. It's like, why is this even still here? Why didn't I get rid of this before? Like, why is this still here? I don't know. So yeah, just kind of a room reset, you know. I don't really want to change too much, although there is kind of a dilemma that I have, because if I get quote unquote get rid of the wheel setup, it has a 32-inch monitor, There's a 32-inch Samsung monitor on the wheel setup. That's the main display on the wheel setup. So it's like, what am I going to do with that? Do I make that my primary monitor? I mean, there's a chance. So, yeah. Wait, is that guy going back up there now? Buddy, just go over there. Oh, man. So I might be upgrading from a 27 to a 32. And it's not really like an upgrade. I already have it. It's not like I have to spend any money, you know? So why does this guy go this way, but that guy goes that way? I don't understand what's happening right now. Oh, God. Sounds like a no-brainer. Yeah. The thing about it I kind of don't like is if I go to a 32 for my main display, then my side displays, my bottom sides, those are 27s, which don't get me wrong, 27s are great. But that's going to look weird sitting next to a 32, right? So for OCD reasons, I don't know if I want to do it. Like, I'll be completely honest, just for OCD reasons alone, I don't know if I can do that. So, aspect ratio issues. I don't think I'd have any aspect ratios issues. No, I don't think so. Because it's still a 2K monitor, just like the one that's in front of me. So it'd be the same, just, you know, it's bigger. That's all. Sounds like I need to upgrade the rest. Now, see, now you're speaking my language. The 10.5s. Oh, goodness, Scoot. Yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of my dilemma. It's like, I love the idea of going to a bigger display because bigger displays are always better. But if I don't do all of them, then it's going to look weird. So that's kind of my, where I'm at with it. But if nothing else, I know that I got to do something with that monitor. It's a great monitor. Barely has any hours on it, to be honest. And the only problem is something just went flying across my backyard. Like legit went flying across my backyard. It's age proofing. I'm already half blind, so you might as well, right? Yeah. More monitors, more better. Let's go, Bear. GG's. GG's, Bear. It's a good thing. Sorry, I'm replying to a DM live that I probably shouldn't reply to live, but you know, it happens. $32 is main, take a 27, turn vertical on both sides. Jeff, I already have monitors up above that it would be in the way then. You know what I mean? So I know the picture's outdated, but my current monitor configuration is 3 27s across the bottom. And then there's two 34-inch widescreens, like ultra wides, above. So I'm rocking 5 monitors right now. So that picture's a little old. But just those same 3 27s, and then instead of 3 monitors on top, there's 2. So there's actually a little gap right in the center where my camera is, which works out perfect actually because of my camera. So that's my current setup, basically, is what I just described. So I'm already adjusting things. I know. I would be lying if I said I haven't already looked at monitors on Amazon, okay? I would be lying if I told you I hadn't looked at them already, okay? Oh, man. It happens. It happens. It happens. And see, the appealing thing of going to something different would be the two bottom monitors, like left and right. And I know this is a complete princess problem. I'm aware. But they don't have like the mounts where you can mount the monitor. So they have these giant stands that take up a ton of desk space. So that's justification alone, right? I'm trying real hard to justify this. I haven't made up my mind. I know I'm getting rid of the wheel setup. That is for sure. So you betcha. But beyond that, I haven't made up my mind yet what we're doing. But yeah. UHD? I don't think I have any of them. Do I? I might. I don't know. I have to limit myself from streaming. I'm not, well, I mean, I'm not going to 4K. I don't have any 4K monitors. So that's not a problem. The monitor that's in front of me and the one over there, they're both 2560 by 1440. So 2K. Does that make sense? Gotcha. Yeah, ultra high. Yeah. No, so I think if like, so there's a couple different things that you can do to get around that. One would be what a lot of streamers, okay, so 2 PC setup, right? 2 PC setup, right? So to get the HDMI from the one PC to the other PC, obviously you have to have a capture card, right? Yeah, higher definition broadcast, sure. So the capture card, that I have, it does 4K, right? So if I wanted to, I could technically capture in 4K. I don't game in 4K, so it's not a problem. Technically, I game in 2K. You know, like 2K12, you know. Wait, that's, never mind. You know, jokes, never mind. That guy's leaving again, chat. That combine. So what I've heard, people apparently, and I didn't know this when I set up my setup, but a lot of people, they don't use the pass-through feature on a capture card. So the capture card has HDMI in and HDMI out, right? So in my setup, it goes out of the gaming computer to the input on the stream PC into the capture card, and then out to my monitor. But apparently a lot of people don't do that. They just set up like a display port to their monitor, and then they use like an HDMI to go right to the capture card, and then they just mirror it. Or they duplicate the display so it runs the same on both like outputs. But I always thought that was kind of weird. So mine's not set up like that. Mine is set up where it goes through the capture card and comes out the other side. I don't notice the delay or anything. I think it's fine. But if you were wanting to do like super high quality gaming, I guess you set it up the other way, maybe? I don't know. I'm not worried about 4K though. Because I'd have to buy a video card if I wanted to go like real 4K. They treat it like a monitor, yeah. Yeah, so actually in my here, if I pull up my display settings, if I pull up my display settings, this actually is that in here? Yeah. So see, this actually shows up as the 4K capture card. Is what that shows up as. It doesn't show up as a monitor. That shows up as my capture card. So technically Windows sees it now as a monitor. It doesn't see Windows doesn't see my monitor. It sees the capture card. It is kind of interesting. The way that works, right? Yeah, it's kind of something. But yeah, so apparently I watched the setup video once and they're like, yeah, this is what everybody does. And I'm like, well, not me. I've always just gone through the capture card because I figured it has an HDMI out. You might as well use it, right? Just my thought. I don't know. But yeah. And then technically in your OBS, you get to decide like what your base canvas is and then what you stream at. So my base canvas is 2K, but I stream and record. Well, technically I stream into like 1080 and I actually record, I think 2K. So yeah. Seeing behind the scenes tech. Yeah, it's cool.